Please welcome Jennifer Loving, Chuck Robbins, and Rebecca Kirkley.
So Jen, what's your backstory in this space?
I have been involved in homelessness since I was a little child. My uncle was a fire and brimstone preacher in Venice Beach and had a big church in the 60s and 70s and let anybody stay there who needed a place to stay. So I grew up seeing that seemed relatively normal. If somebody doesn't have a place to go, they would go to Uncle Fred's and they would sleep there. And as I got older and understood really the roots of homelessness and injustice, and I got much more involved in first running shelters. Any good or bad thing as it relates to homelessness, I have probably done. Taken over hotels, organized big things outside, massive shelters. And now though, finally for the last 7 or 8 years, a real effort around a systemic reduction of people that are outside.
What have been the challenges in making this partnership that you all have work, and what have been the resources that Cisco's been able to really bring to the table to be so hands-on in the mission of this work?
Well, we started with, we donated $50 million last year, and we just gave $50 million. And the biggest challenge for us is getting other businesses to actually get engaged on issues that ultimately aren't directly beneficial to their business, right? One of the problems I think with corporate social responsibility over the last 50 years is that CEOs want to take and talk about all the great things they're doing, but if you really dig into everything they're doing, including us, you can draw a line from that, whatever corporate social responsibility effort there is, and benefit to your business. We have a crisis in Silicon Valley around housing in general. I mean, I've tried to tell my peers, we live in an unsustainable community. And if you can't draw a line from a healthy community to the success of your business, then you're just missing it.
$50 million is a lot of money, right? That's a lot of money. And it's certainly the most amount of money that I know of being freely given. When you're talking about solving problems for the most vulnerable, the poorest, the people that basically no one is generally trying to solve for, you need flexibility. You need to be able to use money in a way that is not traditional. Right, and so, when banks are lending or loan pools are lending, they evaluate risk, and of course that's important. But sometimes you have to be able to take risks that are not traditional. Over the last 4 years, we have permanently housed almost 8,000 people.
And 92% of them remain housed.
And these are people that have been in our streets in Silicon Valley for years and decades, literally decades. These are people with severe cognitive disabilities, with mental health disorders, with issues that affect, frankly, the entire population, right? No matter what your socioeconomic background is. But when you have no money and no safety net, those problems occur on the streets. And so they become exacerbated. So when Chuck gave us the money, he did 2 things that were so important. One, he already mentioned, but he gave it to us. And the reason that was important was there's not one nonprofit or one entity solving homelessness. Homelessness is a massive humanitarian crisis that has multiple owners: a city, a county, a housing authority. It requires a systemic collective impact approach, and we have that. But what we didn't have was private money that could be used really flexibly. So we have this bond, and we're able to build housing, and we're in the middle of building 120 projects over 10 years. We have 19 projects in the ground in 2 years already, which is really pretty good for Silicon Valley in terms of how expensive everything is. We're using the money from Cisco to be competitive in the market with market rate developers, tie up land, make these projects go faster. Your money has been a part of 7 of those 19 projects so far, and we're just getting started.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.